Welcome back to the broadcast of the hometown Minutemen and the East Fairmont Bees. We have a matchup on top of the football field here on the grounds of LCHS for this Big Ten Conference matchup. The Bees have started off their season with a 1-2 start. They have had losses against Bridgeport and North Marion, but picked up a win against Grafton. The Minutemen are starting their season 0-3, but looking to turn stuff around in tonight's game. And our captains are going out to the field for the Minutemen. It's number 1, Eli Jones. Number 33, Leo Jones. Number 67, JP Alkire. And number 3, Garrett Moats. And for the Bees, your captains are number 17, Anthony Corwin. That will be their quarterback tonight. I'm struggling to see some numbers. Number 70, Larry Nichols. Number 24, Adrian Fleming. And number 78, Ryder Fellows. Caden, what are your thoughts coming in tonight's matchup?
I think these are two teams that is very well matched up and very even in a sense of how their seasons have went. Only time will tell as to who the better team is, in my opinion. Just watching a little bit of East Fairmont today, some of their favorite plays to run is counter, some option, some quarterback belly. They like to run a jet screen pass out to the two receivers on either side of the field and throw it to the back. So I think the defense will have to watch the motion from the back on the jet. Help me out here on the jet screen pass.
Yeah, I definitely agree that only time will tell. It's going to be a pretty good game tonight. I feel like talked to both of the coaches before this game, and they were both saying this is a winnable football game. It's something that they've been looking forward to. Both teams coming off a little bit of a rocky start, and this right here could be the game that switches the momentum around for either team. So Lewis County here with the home field advantage, they're looking like this is a must-win. They need this one to get back on their feet, and after picking up a loss last week against Bridgeport, I'm sure the Bees feel the same way.
I think the Bees had a rough start to their season, especially with the state champs from last year, Bridgeport.
And the Marion team to be a top contender in the in AAA this year. So curious to know how that all panned out postseason, but who cares about postseason right now? We got some regular season action as the Bees have lined up. They will be kicking first, and that means the Minutemen will start on offense. Back to return is number 11, Ian Brown, and number 3, Garrett Moats. And with a swing of a leg, we are underway. This one will be fielded by Garrett Moats around the 1-yard line. And he's looking to make some room, but a swarm of bees, if you see what I did there, Caden, will drag him down around the 17-yard line.
So Minutemen will start their drive at the 17, and we have Lewis County coaches giving instruction to the offensive line. We'll see how they play. They've been struggling a little bit.
Like that you brought attention to the offensive line when talking to Hunter McQuarter, one of the coaches here for Lewis County tonight. Some of his key players are really focusing in on Jackson Coger and Danner Groves to really seal the interior line and hopefully open up the run game for Garrett Moats. And it takes some of the pressure off their quarterback, Eli Jones, who's had to air it out quite a few times this year. And he has the ball now, looking to get the corner, but he'll be drugged down after a short gain.
Didn't go out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 19, so it'll be 1st and 11. Jackson Coger at center. Eli under center. Hands it off to Garrett Moats, running right side toward us. And he'll be down right around the 23-yard line for 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and medium here for the Minutemen early in this drive.
And going 3 and out is something this team has been preaching against. You know, going 3 and out is really just hurts your defense, and it's not good self-esteem for the offense, but they'll hand it off to Moats, and after a few hits, he'll be dropped short of the line to gain. And so that brings up a 4th down, and I'm assuming due to the field position, the punt crew is going to come out. And they will. Still more people in attendance slowly filing into tonight's game, but student section, which is themed of America, it's pretty full so far tonight, Caden.
It looked full.
Punt underway. It's a high punt, and it'll take a bounce favoring the Bees, and they'll get the ball around the 50-yard line.
It looked like a promising kick there from
Aiden Oldacre?
yes.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unlucky bounce. If it bounces the other way, I mean, you're talking potentially 10 more yards rolling in the favor of the Minutemen, but instead, the Bees are getting pretty ideal field position here.
I'm brain fogged today. It's been a long week.
It has been a long week, Caden. That's okay. Leading the charge for this East Fairmont offense is number 17, Anthony Corwin. Behind him at tailback is number 24, Adrian Fleming, and that's who will get the ball to start tonight's game, and he'll be stuffed at the line.
Good stop there by Isaac Pickens to get 2nd down and probably, 10?
Yeah, around 10 or 9. But
A little bit of past the line of scrimmage.
no, I actually have pretty high hopes for Isaac Pickens. Only a sophomore this year, and he's getting a lot of varsity snaps, and hopefully that can correlate to some experience down the road, and by his senior year could be leading this Minutemen charge, and they'll go right back to Fleming, and the ball is loose. It's rolling back into the secondary, and it'll be scooped up by what appears to be the Minutemen. And Minutemen will have it, and they'll take over at their own 26-yard line.
JP Allcar is excited after that one. You know, Powers saw a TikTok online of a fumble drill, and they put it to good use in practice, and I think that's really what helped them out right there.
Yeah, definitely a key play there. Offense, obviously not how you wanted to start last drive. Defense really bails them out there, and we're right back into attacking if you're the Minutemen, and that'll be a run from Ian Brown, and he'll pick up a few on 1st down. We didn't catch that on replay, but I would have been curious to know who exactly punched that one out.
Yeah. I really wasn't paying attention at that moment.
No, I was thinking he was going to rip off 10 yards or more, and the ball goes flying into the secondary. So great job there by the Minutemen defense.
2 backs with Ian Brown and Isaac Pickens.
Ian Brown gets in. He's got room. He's bouncing it to the left side and getting 1 tackle. And there he'll be drugged down, but not before he crosses the 50, down at the 45, back into East Fairmont territory. And explosive play there by Brown, and he's not a stranger to that by any means. He's been one of the more explosive players on this offense, whether that be on the ground or through the air.
Just really good all around. I think he is doing better at back tonight than wideout.
Jones, this time it's going to Pickens, and he'll pick up around 5 yards. Solid run on 1st down, and that'll force a 2nd and very manageable. And that right there, Caden, is a run on 1st down that keeps you in front of the chains. And that's going to be one key concern for this Minutemen offense tonight, is not letting yourself fall behind the chains.
As JP would like to call it, the dirty threes.
Second down, and it's Moats getting the ball, and he's wrapped up in the backfield, nowhere to go.
Wonder where they'll spot the ball here because they blowed the whistle late. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Minutemen.
Well, a good run on 1st down and a tackle for loss on 2nd, and we've got 3rd and long for the Minutemen. Your receivers at the bottom of the screen is Luke Burkhammer, and right above him is Ian Brown. They will drop back to pass. Eli Jones looking for his favorite target. It's Ian Brown. Ian Brown makes it out of miss. He's got the first down.
Here we are talking about Ian Brown being a wideout and a back tonight, and he's showing what he's got tonight.
Great route run, and making one guy miss to pick up the first down there is crucial, as the Minutemen are knocking on the door of the red zone now. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
I think this is the most excited I've seen Hunter McWhorter on the sideline.
Hey, who knows? It may just be the effect of getting interviewed by me. I'm joking, obviously, and that run not going much, but he'll pick up a few on first down. That was Garrett Moats on the carry.
That might have been good for 3 or 4. So it'll be second down and at least 6 or 7.
Caden, you know what you did there.
I did not realize until you threw the hand motions at me. Younger generations will get that one.
Yep. I'm excited to see this Minutemen offense going run heavy as they'll hand off to Brown, and he's to the secondary, staying on his feet after one hit, and he's down right outside of the 10-yard line. Ian Brown done an incredible job of not going down after the first tackle tonight. Don't know if that is maybe a mistake on East Fairmont's tackling, or if he's just decided to go down a little bit harder than normal, but tough runs there by Ian Brown.
The yards after contact for Ian Brown is going to be up on the stat charts tonight. Minutemen was getting that misdirection like I was talking about earlier. The misdirection and trickery on that one, I think, got the yardage the Minutemen needed.
3rd and goal, and it's 3rd and short for the Minutemen here.
They're knocking on the door of the goal line.
I'm not the play caller, nor am I an expert analyst, but if I were a betting man, I'm seeing a handoff to Pickens, and I was right, and they'll strike first. The Minutemen jumping to a 6-0 lead. The Steelers section is loving it.
They'll start chanting Isaac Pickens here in a second.
That is what they tend to do about any time a big play happens. Primarily if it's Ian Brown. Ian Brown is a fan favorite over there. They chant his name even when it's not a scoring play.
Aiden Oldacre to kick it. Garrett Moats to set it. As it snapped, field goal is up and good. Your score in Weston, Lewis County 7, East Fairmont 0, with 4:30 left in the first quarter.
Well, I mean, ideally, if you're the Minutemen, you wanted to have done that on your first drive. They were able to get the turnover on defense, and they come right back out and showing a little bit of what this offense is capable of doing. So, I mean, you have to think, even though maybe one little bit of a rough start, that is how the Minutemen wanted to start tonight's football game.
They just wanted to get started right off the gates and show what we have.
And more importantly, I at least believe they wanted to score first tonight. Something that they have not been able to do a whole lot this season so far, and something that they're hopefully can take advantage of in tonight's game. But I look for the East Fairmont Bees to come right back.
This will be a testament drive, I think.
Back deep to return for the Bees is number 1, Gavin Murphy, and number 2, Jackson Heskett.
Aiden Oldacre to send this one off for the Minutemen.
Kick's underway, and it will be a roller, fielded around the 35 and tackled around the 37.
As the special teams unit will come off, the defensive units for the Minutemen will come on the field, and the offensive unit for East Fairmont will come on the field.
The ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line, and that's where the East Fairmont offense will go back to work. And it is worth noting that they were moving with the ground game and handing off to Adrian Fleming. So
watch the jet screen. I think this is what's coming up.
And it will be a hand off to Fleming. Fleming's got some space. He's bouncing it to the outside, and he set the edge. It's Luke Burkhammer trying to wrap up, and he'll take him out of bounds.
It's very similar to what the Jet screen will look like later if they go to that.
And don't be surprised for them to line up in that formation quite a bit tonight, Caden. You know, the Minutemen, they've done their homework. They know that that's the formation and where the jet screen's coming, and that makes you play a little bit softer if you're a linebacker.
That's the look of the student section here tonight. Obviously, they're more paid attention to the game instead of us tonight, but good way to get out and support the Minutemen tonight.
This one, another handoff to Fleming, and it'll be Isaac Pickens with a solo tackle after a gain of around 3 or 4.
It'll be third down.
Second down.
Oh, I just seen second down, and I thought they hadn't flipped it yet.
No, the chain gang is quick on it tonight.
They're quicker than me tonight.
So, Caden, we're talking about the chain gang here. What's your thoughts on the NFL with the virtual spotting of the football?
I think it's very interesting, honestly, that they use cameras to do that instead of people, like actual people. So we'll see how effective it is. We'll see how much more calls are accurate and things like that. But I think it's a great idea as
Fleming wrapped up for a tackle for a loss. He'll lose around 1 on that carry. Initial contact there was Hayden Tenney, and that brings up 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised if they look to throw here. Anthony Corwin in shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff, and he's looking for Heskett. He's got him. Heskett's going, turning upfield, and he'll be tackled. But after he crosses the 15-yard line, big pickup there for the East Fairmont 3rd down. Number 2, Jackson Heskett. Brought down by number 0, The explosive play by East Fairmont now has them in the red zone, and they're going to be looking to tie this one up. Motion, and they will, and there's your wide receiver screen. It's Gavin Murphy. Gavin Murphy calling the house. And they will give it to him, and with 1:56 left, East Fairmont will strike back, and your score 7-6. Caden, there was your wide receiver screen. Were you excited to see it?
I was kind of shocked. It's not exactly what I've seen on film, but it's very similar.
So we got a little bit of look of East Fairmont's wide receiving core there, as both Gavin Murphy caught the touchdown and Jackson Heskett caught the big 3rd down. And the kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game left late in the 1st quarter.
That was Church on the kick to tie it up. With the touchdown, you got 1:56 seconds left in the 1st quarter. I think the next question is, will the Minutemen be able to respond?
I'm curious to know that too, Caden. It's been a clean game as in terms of penalties aren't what's been keeping these drives alive, but I'm still curious to know if this is going to be an offensive shootout kind of night, or if maybe these early touchdowns and then stuff slows down and the defense is really on tonight. But another one of those things that only time will tell.
There's a look at our cheerleaders on screen now.
And the cheerleaders, all of our faculty and staff, and several people just coming tonight to watch, including myself with the purple ribbon, all wearing purple tonight. And representing United in Recovery, West Virginia, where your story matters most. I think a lot of it has been with mental health stuff. They were mentioning before the game stuff representing some substance abuse and other things. And Lewis County here tonight really just looking to show their support.
Carson Church to kick it for East Fairmont, and it's going to be Garrett Moats for the touchback.
And we've got a little bit of a wrestle there around midfield, but that'll amount to nothing. No flags, and both players will go to their respective sidelines. So, Caden, did you watch the Pittsburgh versus Seattle game last weekend?
I did not, but I seen the score, and I bet you was on cloud nine.
Well, yeah, obviously, as myself a Seattle fan, I was hyped, but I was more or less referring to the kick returner fumbling it, letting it roll back into the end zone, and I'm not aware if he didn't know the rule or if just miscommunication, but that was definitely one of the most interesting kickoffs I've seen in a long time. Just obviously it wasn't a fumble, but watching that one roll back made me think of it. That was Jones on the carry, and he'll pick up a couple, but it'll still be second and long.
Eli Jones getting instruction from Dustin Koger, head coach of the Minutemen. He's going to take it back to the huddle. They're going to leave the huddle, and let's see what they go with. Luke Burkhammer on the far side, or this far side here.
That's close on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah. Closest to us.
A little bit of motion, and the handoff will go, but not for much, as I believe the ball carrier was Ian Brown, and he'll be tackled for maybe even a loss of one. Just under a minute left now in the first quarter action, and the Minutemen are backed up at a 3rd and long. East Fairmont defense, I mean, they could really bail out their offense here if they could force the 3 and out, make them punt on a 4th down, and give their team decent field position to start the second quarter. Ian Brown at the bottom of your screen as a receiver. They are dropping back to pass. Eli Jones looking, and he'll throw that one out of bounds. The intended target was number 15.
Callan Wolverton.
My apologies for not having that one off the top of my head.
It's been a lot of number changes since last year. I don't have it memorized quite yet. You think I would, but
a lot of numbers to memorize in football, and can't see their faces, so that doesn't help either. Minutemen now in punt formation, and back to return for the Bees is Gavin Murphy. He'll stand around the 50-yard line, and the boot, it'll bounce short of the 45 and roll to about the 46-yard line. And that's where East Fairmont will take over with 16 seconds left in the first quarter.
not the drive that the Minutemen was looking for exactly. Couldn't get the run game going.
No, and obviously the Minutemen started out hot with the momentum, forcing the turnover and then going right back down and scoring a touchdown, but it just shows you how fast momentum can switch. East Fairmont comes right back, and they score their own responding touchdown, and now with a 3 and out, they're looking to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Two backs, two receivers on the far side, one on the close side. They hand it off, actually the screen.
That one will go to Caden Barr. Barr will have the first down and a little bit more.
That'll stop the clock with 8 seconds.
And this one's coming back as there's a holding against East Fairmont. So a first down will turn into roughly a 1st and 14.
Because they did spot of the foul at high school.
Yep. And with that, the clock will expire, and we have a tie ball game. 1/4 into this, 7-7 apiece. I don't believe we have a mic against tonight, Caden, but if you could hear it, the band is playing Shut Up and Dance With Me.
We're going to send it over to Kyle Rogers at
Country Roads Physical Therapy in Weston, the heart of West Virginia, we are dedicated to helping you get back on your feet. Whether recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or improving mobility, our caring team offers personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs. With a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere and a focus on compassionate care, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Country Roads Physical Therapy, where your road to recovery begins.
This commercial is brought to you by LCHS.
Well, that was Kyle Rogers at Country Roads Physical Therapy. I got cut off there, but
Kyle Rogers on the sideline tonight as a physical therapist for the Minutemen. So, always glad to have him.
get a little look at the band and color guard tonight. This view is brought to you by our overall advisor, Miss Leslie White.
Always doing her part to help the broadcast.
Yep.
And there's the snap, and it's a toss, and it's to Murphy. Murphy looking for room, and he's got it. He's turning up the sideline, and he'll gain around 4 on that one.
That was something else I've seen on film. They like to run doubles and then bring the one in motion to toss it off to and run to the other sideline.
Just talking about some different formations here, Kane. We talked about this some at school, but I think my new favorite formation of all time is the new Mountaineer jumbo set with 9 linemen, a quarterback, and a running back. I mean, that is fun to watch right there.
One in motion.
And it'll be a quarterback keeper, and he'll gain around 1 yard on that one.
That's something else that they like to do. It's called quarterback belly, right up the center. Now, I thought you was going to bring up Wildcat. Not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. Me and Caden also had a discussion on Wildcat. He's personally thinking it's like the greatest offense of all time, and I think it is just a normal trick play, but
It's something that you don't run often.
here's the snap, and it's a throw, and the intended target was number 9, Carson Church, but it'll be dropped as refs are signaling incomplete pass.
It's incomplete, so it's going to be 4th down. Running a little bit of RPO tonight as well. So it's going to be 4th down and medium. So 4th and 5.
Caden, we're no stranger to calling games where East Fairmont has played in. The boys played East Fairmont back with Jackson Caruso.
And girls
But
basketball.
This is our first time broadcasting with them. The intended target is Church, and he'll get overthrown, and that'll be a stop for the Minutemen. What I was saying there real quick though was this is our first time broadcasting against East Fairmont football.
Yep. A lot of first when it comes to football with different teams. I mean, we only broadcast and have 6 games at home. If that sometimes. As it's turnover on downs, Minutemen will get the ball right around half field.
Big time stop there for the Minutemen defense as they're giving their offense a second chance with good field position. It's a handoff to Brown. He'll cut inside, and he'll gain around 5 or 6.
So make it 4th or 2nd and 4. That's where I was getting 4th from. second down and 4. 2 backs.
It's Jones and Moats in the backfield, and it's Jones, the quarterback, rolling out, and he'll pitch that one to the sideline, but we're calling an incomplete pass. Refs are having a conversation on where exactly.
To spot it.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it just go back to the line of scrimmage?
it would, unless one of the refs were calling fumble, and then it would have went out wherever the ball rolled out. And I think that was part of the discussion they were having there. Obviously, I can't hear what the refs are talking, but I imagine that's the conversation they're having.
Either way, that'll put them back behind the line of scrimmage.
Eli Jones under center, Leo Jones in the backfield, and Garrett Moats is the one with the handoff. As he's running forward, the ball comes loose. That's picked up by Fairmont, Anthony Corwin. And
There was a helmet that came off.
Moats' helmet comes off, but that's not going to change anything. East Fairmont will get the football right around half field. I believe they're switching footballs.
This is giving me feelings of the Robert Morris game with West Virginia. All the fumbles that we've seen.
Yeah, or you could even go back to a Minutemen game. Would it have been 2 years ago now? Maybe? But the Mud Bowl against Philip Barber. I believe that would have been because we played Philip Barber away last year. So
Yeah.
that would have been our sophomore year. Time flies when you're having fun in a press box, right, Caden?
Yeah, time flies. Is that what we had like a water slide in the student section that one game? Or something similar to that?
There was something crazy.
I just heard about it.
Yeah, I was not at that game either. Although I'm starting to say that I'm kind of wish that I was. It turned out to be quite the thriller. And quarterback keeps it, but he's going nowhere on that one. And that was number 17, Anthony Corwin.
It'll be second down and about 13, 14-ish.
So your quarterback going from having a fumble recovery to now trying to get his offense started. You know, high school football, no one's a stranger to playing 2 ways, but definitely a interesting scenario. And he'll hand it off this time. It's to Fleming. Fleming plowing ahead for a few, but he'll be down at the 50-yard line.
They'll get it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be about 3rd and 10.
And a hard count right there, and that'll draw some Minutemen off sides.
And that'll move them up 5 yards. Is that how the high school rule works? The rules are different in high school compared to college and NFL. So it'll advance the ball 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 now.
I believe they got that on edge rusher Hayden Tinney there.
That was an easy call.
Yep. The snap, and now 3rd and short. The quarterback will keep it himself, and it appears they've got him short of the line to gain. And the King Gang will signal that as we have a 4th and 1. And with this field position, I expect them to go for it.
Let's pull up the ESPN analytics and that says go for it.
Wouldn't that be fun if we had ESPN analytics? And we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
If we had ESPN production truck, that would just be fantastic. Hey, we're in high school. Either way, back on the farm.
There's a snap, a handoff to Fleming. He's got much more than the first down as he'll break away around a 15-yard gain. there for the Bees.
They'll get it to the 30, and it'll be first down for the Bees. Pre-snap motion.
There they were trying to set up your wide receiver screen. And East Fairmont picks up a false start there, and that'll move them back to a 1st and 15.
We're about halfway through this second quarter here in Weston.
Fleming getting another handoff, and he'll pick up around 4. And force what looks around to be, I believe where they're spotting it, a 2nd and 13.
I think it's different that the East Fairmont quarterback wears number 17 instead of like number 1 or something like that. And here's
So it is your Lauren. There's a trick play, flea flicker. They're looking for it all. They've got Barr.
but there's a flag on the play, so we'll see what the call is before we say touchdown.
Flag pending, but man, I love a flea flicker. And based off Barr's reaction on the sideline right now, I think this one's coming back. Still awaiting the call. Another thing ESPN has that would be nice right now is like a little screen so we could watch the replays and
Rules analyst and everything else. Hey, it's going back.
they're going to get caught with an illegible man downfield there.
If you're Lewis County, that's the play you wanted to see.
The
Like-
call you needed.
Well, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that was a well set up play. Lineman got a little excited there.
Just watch out later in the game. They're going to try it later.
That penalty results in a loss of down, and we're right back to where we started with also a 5-yard. And there's a slip there from the quarterback. And as he'll fall,
Right
that'll bring up a 4th and a mile. Punt team coming on the field now.
It'll be spotted right around East Fairmont's 40. So they'll be kicking it at least from 45. Well, from Lewis County's 45.
Not sure what Corwin slipped on there, but Minutemen getting bailed out for sure.
Best case scenario will be a touchback, as it'll go high.
The kick goes high, and it'll roll out of bounds. No, it stays in, takes a favorable roll for the Bees, and they'll down it at the 15-yard line. With 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in tonight's first half, your score 7-7.
I don't think that's prime starting position for the Minutemen, seeing how the last drive went offensively.
No, I mean, really, if you're the Minutemen, you need to get it at least to the 40-yard line, just so when you punt, you're not giving it right back
Where
to
you just,
them.
they
with it.
left off.
Yeah. So you need to get it upfield, but I mean, obviously, eyes are always on that end zone. Jones under center, and he'll hand it off to Brown. Brown looking for the edge.
Not much room, and it takes 2 Bs to take him down.
He will pick up around 7 yards there. Still waiting for the ball placement, but solid first down run. And they'll mark him down 2 yards shy of the yard to gain. So a run of 8 there for Brown. And again, those first down runs, they go from anywhere from 5 or more yards. I mean, those are really helpful for an offense that's trying to find its feet. And they'll go right back to the ground, but this time it's with Leo Jones, and he's going to get swarmed too. He'll get around 1 yard on that one. Third and 1 for the Minutemen. Correction, that's going to be 3rd and inches, and here comes the chain gang to come measure this one out for us. Hard to tell from this far away. This is why I was trying to talk Miss White, our beloved advisor, into buying us a Skycam. And if you ask me, it is the most reasonable investment our school would have ever made. And they're going to be short, but it's not by much. Now, Caden, correct me. We're not in Pennsylvania, and we're sure as heck not in Philadelphia, but the tush push is outlawed in high school. Is that correct?
That's what I was told today and informed of today. So
now that doesn't keep them from doing a quarterback sneak, which is what I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
I think on 3rd and inches, you got to go with one of our best plays, which is either belly or power.
Honestly, if I'm the coach, maybe this is an irrational call. Maybe this is why I'm not a coach, but I want to throw it deep. You always have 4th and inches. And that's why you don't throw it deep, because they got stuff behind the line. Now you get to go for it on 4th down, but I don't know. I always think it's fun to roll the dice a little bit.
The viewers at home sending me funny text about the Skycam. We're going to have to get on top of this. And thanks to the viewers at home for the compliments as well.
I mean, you cannot tell me that wouldn't be completely necessary and useful. I mean, you just hook it up to you could even hook it up to the lights, and you'd have an aerial view of all of tonight's action, and I think that's what the people at home want.
I think for best case scenario for football would be a drone for a sky camera.
That would be a lot of fun if we could find the people to fly it. Speaking of new toys, though, that we're getting in terms of our broadcasting money, I'm excited for this new intercom system. We're getting. I've been talking about this for a long time, but the LCN production crew is getting a new intercom headphone set, and we're going to be able to have the person running our production truck switching from camera angle to camera angle, be able to communicate in real time with all the people on the field. And I've been absolutely all over it.
Ecstatic.
I've been in utter joy ever since we got the green light.
Hey, we've been using hand signals for too long. It's time that we actually get to have conversations.
You know, we've tried using walkie-talkies before, Caden, but those never seem to work.
Nope.
So now with the new, and I'm most certain it will be improved communication system, hopefully our quality of production will be just a little bit better too for you guys. Getting a little look there of all of our red, white, and blue that our student section is sporting tonight.
As Lewis County comes out of the timeout here, might be 2nd down, depending on the call.
There is an injured B on the play. Trainers for both teams coming out to assess.
We'll send it over to No School Spirits.
Every choice you make sends out ripples.
Come on, man. You're the star player. You're going to win the championship game anyway. What's a little drink gonna do?
Let's go, guys. Get your head in the game.
Come on, man. You cost us the game.
Nah, I don't think I should do it. I got a game tomorrow and it can mess up how I play.
Come on, man. Everybody's doing it.
There's no way.
Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team!
One small decision can change everything. What will your ripple be?
All right, the player shaken up there is number 65, Owen Mayer for the Bees. We do know that the flag was a holding on the Minutemen. Hopefully, Mayer is all right and is able to join us later tonight, but he'll be heading to the bench for a while.
So that'll set us back 1st and 20 for the Minutemen at roughly the 15-yard line. The Lewis County 15-yard line.
Eli under center. Fakes the handoff to Brown, gives it to Moats, and he has a little bit of space, and he'll lunge for a gain of around 8, and that'll bring it to around the 2nd and 12.
Was another good misdirection play there by Eli to help get us some yardage.
So between the two teams, they have a combined in their schedule, even though it's only week 3, they've played, well, week 4 now, they've played 3 of the AAA's top teams, with that being Bridgeport, North Marion, and Elkins. And if you watched our live stream last week, you got to watch us play against Elkins, and Elkins, they look tough this year with their 3-headed monster in the backfield, that being Hatfield, Bowers, and, excuse me, but Robinson there. I was having a brain fart, had to call back to the names I said last week, but they're definitely a run-heavy offense, but it works for them. And this handoff is going to
Back
Leo
to Jones.
And he might just have the first down. And the Minutemen go from a 1st and 20 to a 1st and 10 as they move the chains.
It's moving the chains. Are hurrying. That looks like Rich Rod, and we spike the ball.
Are you a fan of Rich Rod's tempo offense?
I think it throws the offense off.
You think
And the
throws
hurry.
offense?
Like I said, it's been a long week. Throws the defense off. They don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I'm personally a fan too. I think it's just fun to watch, and it's something different. I mean, this Mountaineer team this year is going as fast as you'll see just about any team in the nation go. Not saying that correlates to success in any way, but it's just something different. It's interesting to see. It's not a style of football that, as West Virginia fans, we've seen in a while, so definitely curious to know how well that'll go for them this season. Eli James dropping back to pass on the sideline. He had number 15. That will be
Kellen Wolverton.
Kellen Wolverton. I really need to learn that. Apologize to Wolverton, but
They're going to call it incomplete.
yeah, I think he had a foot and 2 foot down, maybe even on the sideline, but he did not hold on to that one as he rolled out. I watched the ball roll towards the bench, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Minutemen now
At the East Fairmont 40. 2 backs. Hands it off to Ian Brown. He rolls to the close side here, and that's good enough for the first down as he rolls out of bounds.
And there's the flag. It was a late hit, and that's going to move the chains even more for the Minutemen offense. Ian Brown had already made it out of bounds and took a little shot there on the sideline. I'm assuming that'll be the call. And there's the personal foul on East Fairmont, and that will continue to push them up even more. Great run there by Ian Brown, though. You know, you hand it off on 3rd and 10, and Obviously, you're looking for the first down, and obviously, you're looking at not the first down, at least close enough to where you could potentially go for it on fourth down, but he gets it all a little bit more and then tacks on a few extra with the penalty.
That was a great momentum shift for the Minutemen. As I want to say we gained 30 on that play.
Well, we went from 40 to 35, so 25. So, yeah, you're right, Caden. He's looking deep. He's looking for Brown and hits off the hands of Brown, but he won't hold on to that one. May have got a little bit worried there as he had 3 different East Fairmont defenders staring him down in traffic. That is definitely a scary ball to catch.
I mean, Ian was wide open in the middle there, and just the coverage came over and covered him up really well.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 51 seconds left to go in the half. The score's still 7-7. Even a field goal here really feels like it would help out the Minutemen a lot going into the locker room. It's a handoff to Brown this time. He's got some blockers in space, and he'll be out shy of the first down marker, but he'll pick up around 8 yards.
It'll be roughly 3rd and short, so 3rd and 3, I want to say.
Still awaiting the spot, but 3rd and 3 appears to be the right call. Still 46 seconds left to play.
We got 2 timeouts to our advantage. We can also spike it after the first down.
There's Brown. He had a block, and he'll take a pretty big hit there, but he'll pop right back up. And I believe that might force a 4th and 1, 4th and inches scenario. And Dustin Coger is going to say, hey, let's call a timeout. Let's get this together. Let's talk about it and see if they're going to go for it on 4th and inches.
The Will Stanley High School Administration and the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission would like to remind all individuals of West Virginia State Board Policy 2422 that prohibits the use of any tobacco products or property.
Caden, if you're the Minutemen here, what are you doing? Are you going to take the field goal, which is in Aiden Oldacre's leg? I have faith in him getting it, or are you going for it? It appears that Dustin Coger is going to elect to go for it, and we both know that's what I want to do. I am pretty aggressive on 4th down when it comes to making my own calls.
I'm just kind of scared just seeing how the last 4th and short went.
Well, the last 4th and short, they got it. It was the last 3rd and short that they got held. But I understand what you're saying. And the handoff goes to Pickens. Pickens has room, and he's got the first down, pushing the pile ahead. And that's going to go down for a gain of around 7 yards. Isaac Pickens pushing the pile there. I mean, that was a hard run there for him. And Jones will spike the football. 25 seconds left to go. The Minutemen have 1 timeout, and they've got the ball at around the 17-yard line.
I say you try. Well, he's sending out the punt unit, but I was going to say try to advance the ball a little bit further. Maybe see if you could punch it in for a touchdown, but we're going to go for the field goal.
No, they're going to run another play.
Okay, well, I just seen Aiden running out through there.
They were just subbing Aiden back in because he's one of their elite wide receivers they have on this team. Don't be surprised if they try to air it out, but with that extra timeout, I think they have time for at least 2 more plays if they want. They are airing it out. They are looking for Garrett Moats. They've got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. Great eyes there by Eli Jones, under pressure, able to find Garrett Moats on the far left, and that'll go for a touchdown for your Minutemen. With 20 seconds left in the half, they jump ahead 13-7. This crowd is getting loud right now. I can't really even hear myself talk, if I'm being honest.
Well, I seen Aiden Oldacre running on the field and Eli Jones running off the field, so I thought we was getting the kick unit, but instead we threw it for the touchdown.
Great eyes there by Eli Jones, not Pass rush was the pass rush.
It was there.
It was there. Yeah, they were there, and he stood in there, and he finds Garrett Moach there. Great play there for the Minutemen. And here comes the PAT, and it's short. That's no good. And so there, your score with 20 seconds left in the half will remain 13-7.
I think this is great momentum for the Minutemen heading into the half. They just can't let the momentum slow down going into the second half. I think if they would have to let the momentum slow down, it's not going to be a good result.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 6 points is definitely not a comfortable lead by any measure. So, I mean, pedal to the metal, floor it. I mean, you got to keep it going. But, I mean, that's how you wanted to end it right there. You wanted to get away with this half, and you wanted to score one more time, punch one more in. And that time, you get to see Eli Jones and Garrett Moats connect on around a 17-yard touchdown pass.
Number 5, Oleg going to the kick. Number 2, Jackson Haskett, and number 1, Danny.
Now here's Aiden Oldacre to kick it.
Good thing they didn't end up kicking a field goal there.
Yeah, I know.
Bad. And
We'd only been up by 3.
here comes Aiden, and it'll be a roller again. And it's fumbled, but East Fairmont will fall on it. Number 25, Connor Wilson, bobbles the kick. Lucky to fall on top of it. That could have been a nightmare for the Bees. 17 seconds left. I expect them to run out the clock here, but who knows? Maybe they'll get a little aggressive, sling one downfield and see if it works. Try to get in field goal range at the very least. They have all 3 timeouts.
They have all 3 timeouts. They could spike it like we did. If they could just get the pass game going. They could also get it in the field goal range as well.
Fleming in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff, and they're throwing. That pass will be dropped. A pass intended for Gavin Murphy.
That was good coverage there by Aiden Oldacre. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bees.
Wouldn't be surprised if they let it back into the hands of Corwin, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just try to run the half out with Fleming. But similar formation, it's Murphy at the bottom of your screen, Fleming in the backfield, and your quarterback will remain Corwin. Corwin gives the handoff this time to Fleming. He's got some space, and he'll pick up the first down, but with 7 seconds left, they'll be forced to burn their first timeout, which really, it's impossible for them to use 3 timeouts in 7 seconds. So using a timeout here really does not change much.
I think not getting the ball in the hands of, I don't remember who it was on this close side here, really just put a damper in the drive.
Are you referring to the first play where Gavin
Yes.
Murphy dropped the pass?
Yes.
Yeah, especially if he's able to turn upfield, make a guy miss, and you're looking at a foot race with the safety. He's at least going to get to the opponent's 40-yard line, and that's a pretty big deal. And the ref will blow the whistles, signaling for these guys to get back out here.
He wants to get to the half. He wants his water break.
Hey, and who could blame him, Caden? Who could blame him? Owen Mayer, number 65, who left earlier on the injury timeout, is still sitting on the sidelines. Curious to know if he has plans on returning. And Minutemen will blitz, and pressure will get to the Corwin as his throw will be short. And that brings up a second down with 3 seconds left on the clock.
4 verts on that one.
4 verts is my favorite play to run in college football.
I can never get it to work.
You just got to hit the tight end up the seam. Works every time. If they're in man coverage, it works. Obviously, I'm talking about college football 26. I have no ability to call plays in actual college football, but that would be fun. I'd probably get fired after my first game, though. Let's just be honest. And it's Corwin dropping back to pass. Pass rush coming by Isaac Pickens. He had Fleming in the open field. It'll get dropped, and that'll send us into halftime. Minutemen with the lead, 13-7. And we're going to take a break here before too long. I'm going to grab Caden's first half thoughts, but the band will be on pretty shortly. But Caden, 13-7 going into the locker room. What's going through your head right now? Keep in mind, the Minutemen have not been in lead going into the half since week 1 against RCB, a game that they didn't end up winning.
I think that this is probably the best that the Minutemen's played as a whole, offensively and defensively. Defense has struggled at times. The offense just had tough luck on drives in the end, if they keep the momentum.
Yeah, I agree with the statement. If they can keep that momentum, this is definitely what I feel has been the best half of football this Minutemen team has played. They went into the lead. They had the lead going into the half against RCB, yes, but it was kind of they scored off of drives, but it was kind of they scored off of drives that had been saved by penalties and big Hail Mary plays. And so far in tonight's game, we've seen a mixture of a lot of different things, but more importantly, they've sustained drives tonight. And I think that has been one of the big differentials and why I believe this is the best they've played so far. But with that, we're going to leave you to enjoy the Minutemen halftime show brought to you by the Marching.
And now, Lewis County High School is proud to present the 2025 edition.
Enjoy the Marching Minutemen.
The band is under the direction of Mr. Alan Houston, assisted by Mrs. Tina Kaiser. They're led out into the field by drum majors Trenton Roberts and Damian Kelly. The color guard captains are Samantha Blake and Jocelyn Spencer. Tonight's show will include Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, The Offspring, Come Out and Play, featuring the majorettes and color guard. Fun, We Are Young, and Radiohead's Creep, featuring trumpet soloist August Spurlock, Hannah Grubb, and Brock Pickens. And concluding tonight's show, the popular Backstreet Boys hit, Larger Than Life.
At Country Roads Physical Therapy in Weston, the heart of West Virginia, we are dedicated to helping you get back on your feet. Whether from an injury, managing chronic pain, or improving mobility, our caring team offers personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs. With a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere and a focus on compassionate care, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Country Roads Physical Therapy, where your road to recovery begins.
This commercial is brought to you by LCHS.
Your lunch money now. No, I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything.
No!
Leave me alone.
Give it
Please, this
now!
happened last week. Same time, I don't have any money. Don't bully. What's up, dude? Where's my money? Yeah, you do. You have it every day. I don't have money. I see you paying every day. I got money.
I don't got anything!
Come on, into your pockets. Hey, get up, man. Don't bully.
Don't bully, guys. It's not cool.
Stop!
I want to make this very apparent.
Mr. D is broke.
You really make me
You
mad.
look at his shoes, he can't even afford Adidas. Like, listen, he's almost off, freaking nerd.
Nerd.
Lewis County High School's Broadcast Technology CT class. In this program, you'll learn different skills that will help you in any journalism or digital career.
From serious PSAs and commercials to fun Christmas movies and lip dubs, you'll learn it all. You can make a video about almost anything.
Mine was probably when we knew what part we were going to be in. It was probably learning, like coming up with a dance with Kara.
That was very fun. I would say my favorite memory from the squad video is spending time with Isabel, obviously, because we would get out of class and we would go and do our little dance. I'd also say just making up all the songs, like the playlist of songs, that was also really fun.
Do you like sports? Be a sports anchor for our newscasts, or join us in live streaming our high school sporting events.
Our favorite broadcasting memory has to be last year's regional championship game for the girls basketball team against Westside.
It was a really fun event. All the hype built up from the sectional winner, Peyton Goodwin's three-point winning shot, buzzer beater actually. All the anticipation building up from that, the anticipation from the states. Bren's 10, I'm telling you, that one was exciting to call.
Anytime you see a school record get broke, especially when it's three-pointers, it's always nice to.
And break your head coach's record, like that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Maybe you're more of a true crime fan. That's fine too. You can make a podcast about it, and a bunch of other topics too.
My favorite podcast to film was the podcast I filmed with Kellen about the WVSSAC and the catastrophe that happened with it.
If you're more camera shy, like some of our students, then you could write a script or work the camera for all of our videos. There's something for everyone in this student-led simulated workplace.
I'm the on-screen talent. My face and voice are always going to be seen and heard on camera.
Alright, hi guys. I'm the director for our second period introduction to broadcasting. And as my role as director, I assign their parts and I make sure everything is running smoothly and that everyone is on task.
Just pass 4 of our classes to become a program completer.
Our classes include Fundamentals of Broadcasting, Radio, TV production, live television broadcasting, and editing.
Program completers receive the real-world skills they learned in this class and a cord to wear at their graduation. Join us in enhancing your future.
We are
Welcome back to the LCN broadcast. Minutemen are currently winning 13-7 with the visiting East Fairmont Bees. If you're just now joining, I'm Zane Stewart, and alongside me is my co-host, Caden Smith. But right now, he's not alongside me. He is running a short errand. He will be back as soon as possible. Just minutes to go, though, until the start of second half action. First half was definitely an interesting half as we had a forced fumble on the East Fairmont Bees, and that led to the first score of the game as Minutemen then went on and drove the length of the field. Sorry, I was helping with something technical right there. Minutemen then went and drove the length of the field, and they made the score 7-0. East Fairmont was quick to respond, though, as they went down the field, did the exact same thing, and it was capped off by a touchdown to their wide receiver, number 1, Gavin Murphy. And then, continuing the efforts, it was a little bit of back and forth, but then right before the half closes, the Minutemen drove again, and Eli Jones found Garrett Moats on the left side of the end zone for a touchdown pass. The PAT was missed, and now we're here with a 13-7 ball game, and it's been a really close, exciting game, and the second half is really up to grabs for anybody. Our student section team tonight is USA, as all of our students are wearing red, white, and blue. You can see them now. Most of them are, of course, getting their halftime snacks. I honestly think that it's going to be a very close game, and I think the keys to win for both teams is ball security. East Fairmont has already fumbled and failed on a fourth down conversion. And for the Minutemen, they've had to punt on 3 and outs a few times, which is not really ball security, but their drives got sold a little bit short there, and I think a key to tonight's game for both teams is going to be scoring the points in a fashion that isn't giving the other team the ball back fast. Man, that was absolutely horribly worded. But keeping these drives along and alive, marching the field, even when not scoring, not letting the other team have good field position. And I can stop rambling because my partner, Caden Smith, is back with the headset on and had to unmute him. But Caden, what are you looking forward to in the second half of action?
I'm looking forward to the Minutemen just keeping up the momentum that they've had on offense. Really, and defensively, honestly. They've done a good job tonight. I'm proud of them. So we'll see if they keep up the momentum, and we'll see how they do.
The Minutemen got the ball to start the game, which means your East Fairmont Bees will get the ball to start the second half. As going back deep to return for them is number 1 and number 2, Gavin Murphy and Jackson Heskett, respectively. Also, if you're just now joining us, it's worth pointing out our purple shirts and that are being worn all across the crowd tonight. Our cheerleaders wearing them. I'm wearing a purple ribbon on my polo, and the band members are wearing purple pull-up socks, and they are looking to support the United in Recovery, West Virginia. Your Story Matters, talking about both substance abuse and mental health. A lot of purple, a lot of support here for Lewis County High School tonight. That kick will roll back through the end zone, and East Fairmont Bees will take over at the 25.
Well, we are having some technical issues. I will try to get it taken care of.
Worth correction that it is the 20-yard line, not the 25 in high school sports. And what is the technical difficulties exactly, Caden?
We don't have the camera on top, which I think it's not turned on currently.
That may have been due for the battery going bad during halftime.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll get that back. Since you can't really see, I'll go radio right now. And it's shotgun formation here for the Bees. And the snap, it's a handoff. They're going to Flemings. Flemings cutting up the field. He's got it. He's got a first down and more, turning up the field, but pushed out of bounds. And he'll go out around the 36-yard line. Big run there for the Bees.
Big run as the running back took it up the center. I don't know the names because I don't have the names in front of me.
Flemings will be their main tailback for tonight. And that's who had the carry last down, and he's had most of the carries tonight. Noted that number 17, Anthony Corwin, has also had his fair share. Corwin in shotgun. At the bottom of the screen right now is number 1, Gavin Murphy. In the backfield is Flemings. Flemings gets the ball again. He's got room and goes down through contact, and that'll go for a gain of around 8 yards. And we have our aerial camera back, so I can stop saying every exact thing that happens.
Second down and 1, ball at the 47-yard.
As this is starting to look like a pretty dangerous drive for the East Fairmont Bees. They have already had several successful runs, and they're up, knocking on the door of the 50-yard line. At the bottom of your screen is number 1, Gavin Murphy, and right above him is number 2, Jackson Hexkett. Number 3, Barr in motion, and it's Flemings in the backfield. The handoff will be pulled, and they're looking for number 8, and they've got him. It's Brian Phillips, and that'll go for around a 12-yard gain. That's moving the chains as they are now in Lewis County territory.
Alrighty, I'm back. I don't know what I've missed, but looks like East Fairmont's farther down the field since I've left.
They're
Here comes the
definitely
pitch.
moving the ball, and they'll hand it off to number 1. That's Murphy. Murphy looking to turn up field, but he's got about 5 on that one. No, Caden, I can fill you in really quick on what you missed, and that's East Fairmont has been moving the ball both on the ground and in the air, mostly on the ground, and they've got this Minutemen defense on their heels.
I think you very well described what I missed. As we got a flag on the play, I'm used to basketball. Flag on the play, it's on Lewis County, so that'll give East Fairmont the first down even more further down the field.
Well, as always, it's Flemings in the backfield.
Ball spotted at the 22.
Barr at the very top of your screen and Murphy at the very bottom. And it'll be a quarterback keeper, but there is a flag that'll stop this play from going anywhere. It's going to be some pre-snap motion.
It's going to be false start on the Bees, so that'll send them back 5 yards.
Special thanks to Camden Creek for their donation to tonight's t-shirt.
Cheerleaders wearing the shirts that we talked about earlier, and they were announcing over the PA system here that those were donated by Camden Creek. So a thank you to them from the LCN crew as well. Here's the snap, and he'll pull the hand off. It's a pass to Barr. Barr's got some room on the outside. He's got a blocker, and he's hit going out around the 15.
The back got that one in the flat, and it'll bring up 2nd and short for the Bees. Good way for Urkel to get away from the pressure that Lewis County was bringing to get the pass in the flat complete. They're trying to draw the Minutemen off sides as they get the snap off, and it's up the center.
That carry for Fleming, and he'll here to have a 3rd and inches. Around a yard left to go for the Bees. And they are in the red zone. I mean, if you're the Bees here, you have to think that the goal here, you got to leave with the touchdown. I mean, you could go field goal with the extra point getting missed earlier by the Minutemen. It would only take it to a 3-point game. And if they don't get the first down here, I imagine that's what they're going to do. But I mean, for the morale of your team, Caden, it just helps so much more if they can punch this one in. Corwin handing it off to Fleming. Fleming running through one tackle, but he will be wrapped down after getting the first down.
Lewis County sideline was not happy with that.
1st and goal now for the Bees from their own 10-yard, or not their own, from the Lewis County 10-yard line. That would be one weird 1st and goal if it was from Lewis County's 10-yard line. 1st and goal with 90 yards to go for the touchdown would be quite the scenario. There's the snap. It's quarterback keeper, and he will be tackled right around the line of scrimmage, courtesy of Leo Jones.
Leo Jones has been watching some film this week.
Caden, just how much film have you been watching this past week?
I watched what you seen me watch earlier. So not very much, maybe a half an hour at most.
Well, either way, it's provided you at least a little bit of insight going into tonight's game. Corwin handing it off. No, he'll throw it. Throws it almost to himself a little bit. I don't know if he fumbled that pass. It's off to run, but dropped by Leo Jones yet again. He's been a red zone menace so far on this drive.
Student section needs a Leo Jones chant.
It's now 3rd and goal from the 11, and this is not a scenario in which you're okay with going for it on 4th down if they can't get some positive yards here. So a big 3rd down here for the Minutemen defense. Barr signaled into motion. They're going to give it to him on a flat. Barr has a little bit of room, but big hit there by Isaac Pickens, and he'll be stopped around the 6 or 7 yard line.
There's that jet screen I was talking about there earlier.
And that's going to send out East Fairmont's kicking unit with a chance to narrow this one down to just a 3-point game.
What a drive for Leo Jones.
He really had a good red zone stand there. I mean, 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage. Well, 1 tackle at the line of scrimmage, 1 tackle for loss, setting up the 3rd and 11. And that one capped off by a nice play in the middle of the field there for Isaac Pickens. And it's blocked. And it's going to get scooped up by the Minutemen. They're taking it the other way. And they're going to get down to the 43-yard line. Their sideline is going absolutely ballistic right now. Minutemen will keep their 6-point lead and get great field goal position. One of the points that this East Fairmont coach had said was their key to winning a game was they had to play better on special teams. And right there is proof of it. A special teams error that really cost them.
I think we might have gotten that on replay. We did.
And here you go. Our first replay you guys get to see.
Here it is on screen now.
Big play there by the Minutemen. Their special teams, like, man, that was huge if you're a Minutemen fan right there.
against East Fairmont. The penalty is declined. Lewis County takes over first and 10 off the 22-yard line.
The final play there was on East Fairmont. Minutemen choose to decline it, and we got a 1st and 10 now at around the 42-yard line. It's Eli Jones under center for the first time tonight. Well, first time, second half, rather, and that's Garrett Moats on a hard run. They're pushing the pile for a gain of 9.
With an assist from the Lewis County offensive line.
Big player there by the O-line. They just pushed Garrett Moats all the way for a first down. I mean, that kind of blocking is what this team's been preaching about and something that they've really needed. And tonight they've been able to do that. They've been able to run the ball the way they've wanted to run the ball all season, and it shows. Now you got Luke Burkhammer at the bottom of your screen, but it'll be a handoff to Brown. Brown right into a swarm of bees there, and he'll get stuck at the line of scrimmage.
That'll be roughly 2nd and 10. So there goes Eli back out to the huddle to give instruction to the O-line. Now we got Aiden Oldacre in for Luke Burkhammer on this close side receiver. Hand off to Ian Brown on the misdirection, and that's going to be stopped very quickly by East Fairmont.
Another run there on 2nd down, not really going anywhere, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12. So we'll see what the instruction was from head coach Dustin Coker.
Wouldn't be surprised here if they try to drop back with Eli Jones and see if they can make it happen over the air, but I don't know. I also wouldn't be surprised if they try to run it. The run game has been effective, not so much on this drive, with the exception of the first down play right after the turnover, but
As I get ready to say, there's like a timeout, 10 players on the field for East Fairmont, but we're back to 11, and we're back under play, 2 backs.
And it is going to Eli Jones. He'll make a guy miss. He's got the sideline, but not near enough for the first down. He'll gain around 5 or 6 yards on that one, but not enough for the first down. And I believe this is going to not going to force the punt team out. I believe they might be going for it here on a 4th and 8. Nope. And there they made the call. They are going to send them out.
So you're ready to say it was looking like 4th and 6, at least.
They were talking to Eli Jones like they were going to try to run another play, but I think they made the call.
I heard the late call from Tyler Gump down there to punt it.
And it's a fake punt. It's Aiden Oldacre. He's got the room. He's got the legs. It's a first down minute. He's still in bounds. Cuts inside. He's inside the 20-yard line. Big trick play there by the Minutemen. That may have been what they were talking about. Catching them stunned yet again on special teams. And now the Minutemen have the ball in the red zone with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. How many threes can you get?
Well, if you're Stephen Curry, all you want in the world. But this ain't basketball. We're in football.
Who knows? Maybe out of our, we probably have, 70 people watching live or something like that? Maybe less. Maybe one of them Stephen Curry.
I very seriously doubt it. As Lewis County gets the first down from the 4th down fake punt, and the handoff from Ian Brown goes basically nowhere.
Number 11 is Ian Brown.
Curious to know how long the Minutemen have had that in their playbook ready to go and just waiting for the right time to use it there.
A while. 3rd and 18. So you're close.
Hey, for just eyeballing that, not having the official scoreboard spot of the ball, I call that pretty good.
as Lewis County will call their first timeout of the half with 2 minutes roughly left. 2:12 left in this third quarter.
So, okay, with those past two special teams plays, the block field goal, and then the fake punt that goes for roughly, let's say, 40 yards. I mean, the East Fairmont coach before the game said they needed to be better on special teams, plain and simple. Do you think special teams could be maybe tonight's deciding factor?
Well, we're up by 6. If we could kick the field goal and because I feel like this is how this drive's going to end, maybe. That'll put us up by 9, and if defense can get a stop, that'll put us into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, if we would just lay back and chill, run the clock down like we have here in this quarter, I think we could wrap this one up.
I agree with what you're saying, but I do believe with how close these two teams are in skill talent-wise, I don't believe laying back in the fourth quarter is going to be an option for either team. I think it's going to be hard fought. I don't think first downs are just going to come easy in terms of running off. That's going to be an offsides on Garrett Moats there. We kind of got to see, though, maybe what they have in mind is that's Eli Jones dropping back to pass. They're tacking on an extra 5 yards here. Caden, does that change the play call? Are they still going to be dropping back to pass? Or maybe now are you thinking run the football, maybe get 6, maybe get 8 yards, and then it's an easier field goal on Aiden, who already missed the PAT, but has the leg for it, no doubt.
As Eli drops back, he'll send it down the close sideline, and that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one not exactly on spot, but we do have another flag.
There's a flag on the play.
And we're going to get a holding on the offense. Curious to know if they accept it.
Well, what I meant by like lay back is play just Lewis County football. Just run it comfortably.
Declining penalty, interesting call there. We're going for it on 4th and a mile. This is an interesting look here for the Minutemen.
Instead of punting it, it'd put East Fairmont further down the field.
They're going to touchdown. They run the seam. They find Garamos on 4th and a mile. Eli Jones finds a way to connect with Garamos for the second time tonight. Second passing touchdown. And that will put the score to 19-7. What a play there. What a call. I mean, not what I was expecting.
Me neither. I thought we was just going to go for it and try to put the ball further down in our territory, just to hand the ball back over to them. But we dialed up an absolutely awesome play for the touchdown.
I mean, Garrett Moats rips one right up the seam. No one there. Eli checks it, and that's good for a Minutemen touchdown as they now jump out to a, doing math for a second, 12-point lead with an extra point pending.
I think we're going for 2.
Correction, we are. I did not look at the field. I was looking at the scoreboard when I said that. And they're going to give it to Isaac Pickens. Who else with the fullback? He's got it.
That'll make it 21-7. Here's we didn't wrap up the no. I was looking at the broadcast clock, not the actual clock, but we still got 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
2 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Minutemen jump out to a 2-score lead. Interesting play call. I understand what they're saying. Out of Aiden's range in terms of kicking the football. So you say, okay, we can't kick the field goal. And punting here does not make much sense, which I agree with. So say, we're going to go for it on 4th and 23. And to not only convert on 4th and 23, but to rip one into the end zone. What a play there by the Minutemen, keeping that drive alive. Fans love it here.
Not only what a play by the Minutemen, but what a play call. I mean, my mind's absolutely blown. I'm lost for words as to what I just seen. Did we get that on replay? Oh, we did get that on replay. We'll have to show that one later.
Shout out to Grady Helmick, who's been capturing most of tonight's action on replay.
Aiden Oldacre to kick this one off for the Minutemen.
And as always, it's Murphy, and it's Heskett back to return. That one rolling into the arms of Heskett. This could be a Seattle situation. They're going to say he didn't touch it. That was the same scenario we saw in Seattle last week. If that would have hit his arm, I had thought it did, but it just appeared to look like that from the bounce, but that could have been a disaster for East Fairmont there.
Nice squib kick from Aiden Oldacre, though.
Yeah, it's already caused some problem on special teams as they had one fumble. East Fairmont was able to recover it on kickoff, but that squid kick it's hard to field with the grass field, a lot of bumps. You never know exactly how that wade's going to take a bounce. It can really hurt some teams.
Second down and 8.
Got Wyatt Hardbarger in there as linebacker. He's in there for Danner Groves.
Linemen. And good run. And throwing, and he's got, can't see the number, but it will go for another B's first down. And that's number 9. He had Carson Church there for the first down.
East Fairmont's going back to the RPOs. Worked a little bit there toward the end of the second quarter. Trying to get the ball moving.
And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he'll gain a few, but not much there as Corwin tries to take it himself. And with that, our third quarter will be winding down, and there's the buzzer. Your score, Minutemen 21, East Fairmont B 7.
Well, you've asked me what my thoughts have been. I want to ask you what your thoughts has been going into this fourth quarter.
Well, my thoughts have been pretty much so what the coaches have been preaching. Talked to the Lewis County coach, and he said, so the key players tonight really for them were going to be the offensive linemen headed by Danner Groves and Jackson Koger, and getting Garrett Moats involved in the run game. And they have got the run game going through Ian Brown, through Garrett Moats, through Isaac Pickens. The run game has been at its best we've seen so far for the Minutemen offense. And that's really been keeping their drives alive. And then it has allowed Eli Jones to step back and throw for 2 touchdowns in tonight's game. He's found Garrett Moats twice now, proving that Garrett Moats can be a threat in both the running and passing game. But also, the East Fairmont coach warned us that we simply had to be better on special teams. And
speaking of the Garrett Moats connection, we're going to show you that replay. Well,
but
here in a second.
Real quick, just to finish up my thought, they have left, they've let Lewis County have too many opportunities tonight on special teams, whether that be the blocked field goal that made it stay a 6-point lead instead of a 3-point lead, and then the fake punt that went for 40. And then again, not exactly special teams, but a 4th down situation where they just had the Minutemen backed up 24 yards from the first down, and they let them score on that play. And those have really been the headlines of tonight's game.
Just that drive in general is a highlight reel. As East Fairmont has the ball right around half field on 3rd down and short. They'll run it right up the center with quarterback power, and that's good enough for the first down right around the 35. in Lewis County territory.
Good run there by Corwin, their senior quarterback, who's not afraid to take it with his own legs.
Back in motion. Wanted to pitch it out.
Dropping the pass. He's looking deep, and that pass broken up by Eli Jones, the intended target on the play, Jackson Heskett.
The quarterback wanted to pitch it out to the back that was in motion, but instead seen the guy wide open, and Eli Jones almost had an interception there.
Yeah, that ball just a little bit underthrown. He puts a little bit more juice on that one, and it could have been a deep connection there. If you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, be sure to check out our main channel on LCN Channel 3, recently hitting 1,000 subscribers. You can get involved in watching some podcasts. They're trying to run a little screen or flat right there, but ball will go into the ground, and that'll set up a third down. But we've got different podcasts about various subjects that you can watch, as from college football to Crumble Cookie. There's been March Madness. There's been Appalachia
Sipage, so like Moss, yeah.
Cryptids. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. There's something for everybody there in our podcast section. And then our main section, we have weekly to bi-weekly newscasts that you can keep in touch on what's happening here at Lewis County High School, as well as just some special and fun things that we do randomly. Also, if you are looking, hey, I want to go watch some more football games, check out what all the other live streams we've done here on LCHS Athletics. And if for some reason you're just a really big Lewis County sports fan, our cross-country team will be heading to Grafton tomorrow morning. If you want to come watch me run, it'd be greatly appreciated. But more importantly, come watch Brody Skinner run as he's putting together a stellar junior year campaign.
Also tomorrow, we got the boys soccer team heading down to Pikeview, which is past Princeton, I heard. If you want to make the drive down there, I mean, you're more than welcome, but...
And Corwin will keep it himself, but he's wrapped up before he gets too far. And I believe they're going to have to take the chains out depending on where they spot him.
Either way, good tackle by Danner Groves.
And the chain gang will come out. It's going to be close. I obviously don't have the greatest angle of all time from right here, but I mean, I cannot tell at all. This is going to come within a few inches. And we're waiting, fun spot. Stretching it, and it's short. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the second time tonight. The Lewis County Minutemen get a stop. Their build out with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left. And the fourth quarter, Lewis County will take possession once again around the 25-yard line. Big stop there by the Lewis County defense and big play by Danner Groves. He's had a great night on offense, getting the holes for the running backs, and they're on defense making a play, keeping East Fairmont from a first down conversion.
Like I said, Lewis County's just got to calm down and play Lewis County football. And we have done that.
Eli handing it off and pushing the pile for as many yards as possible. But that's Leo Jones on the carry, and he'll get around 6 on that. That'll bring up roughly a 2nd and 4. Eli Jones under center, Leo Jones the back, and he'll get the carry. And he'll rumble for a few. Roughly a gain of 2 on that one, but not a whole lot there for the Minutemen, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Game of 2 of the play brings up 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3 here for the Minutemen.
And time of possession, almost important, more important for the Minutemen than anything else right now. They need ball security, and they need a long drive here, trying to drain some of this clock and a 2-score ball game. Eli Jones will hand it back off to Leo Jones, and I believe he does have the 1st down, waiting the spot of the ball, and they'll give it to him. 1st down, Minutemen, and the time will continue to tick as we are now just barely over 8 minutes left in this 4th quarter action.
Lewis County has 1st and 10 ball.
If Lewis County right here could pick up their 1st win, I mean, that is a huge ego, huge momentum boost going into the bye week, and then following that up with the homecoming game right back here for not for homecoming.
After the bye week for homecoming. It's Garrett Moats right up the center.
And they'll play Lincoln during homecoming, and Garrett Moats getting him rolling on the ground was one of their goals coming into tonight's game, and he's doing just that. He'll run for over 10 yards, picking up the 1st down himself on a 1st down.
Touching on that Lincoln game a little bit, I think it's going to be very similar to what you've seen tonight.
I agree, Caden. I think it's going to be a close game. I think both teams could win. I think it's going to come down to who wants it the most, and as to most high school sports, if we're being honest. But Lewis County will get that extra week to scheme, so curious to know what they can come up with. This one going right back into the hands of Moats, and he's getting racked up, and he'll get stopped around 2 yards shy of the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down and 11.
Second and 11 for the Minutemen. At the bottom of your screen is Luke Burkhammer. Above him, Ian Brown. And in the backfield, both Garrett Moats and
Isaac Pickens.
Isaac Pickens, yep. And the handoff will go to Moats, and Moats is swarmed to, and he'll be corralled much before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Or I would say around a loss of 3 on that one. Either way, it's bringing up a 4th and very long.
It's going to be 3rd 14.
Third and 13 is the official spot with ways to go. Luke Burkhammer at the top of your screen, Ian Brown at the bottom.
Pickens and Moats in the backfield. Handoff to...
It's a Brown, and he's got room. He's cutting it up the field. Stiff arms. He's got space, cutting it. He's got the sideline, and he's inside the 25-yard line. What a run there by Ian Brown, adding on to what's already been an incredible night for him.
Honestly, I didn't know who had the ball there. I thought it was a handoff to Moats, the way that they faked it.
Yeah, it's a great fake there, and I think the defense may have bit a little bit on it as well, Caden, as they were able to rumble there for around 25 to 30 yards, or more like 20. As we're now under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game, and a 1st and 10 right outside of the red zone, as the ball is spotted at the 26.
Moats, Pickens, and Brown kind of in the backfield. Oldacre at wideout. Handoff to Moats. And that'll be good for about 3. So make it about 2nd and 7 for the Minutemen in East Fairmont territory. Ball spotted at the 25.
Second and long here for the Minutemen.
I thought he gained more on that, actually. It's actually 2nd and 9. same formation again, pretty much.
Pickens and Moats in the backfield, and Levi Posey at the top of the screen, and it'll be Moats who gets the count off. He's got some blockers in space, and he'll go for a Minutemen first down. Correction, he'll get brought down for a 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches.
Ball spotted at the 17. Posey and Brown coming into the sideline.
The handoff going to Isaac Pickens, and he'll plow forward for the first down. And they're inside the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone for the first down.
Really, if the Minutemen can find themselves in the end zones here on this drive, that could really seal the game and at least make it one heck of a comeback. Or it wouldn't have to, would make East Fairmont in the need of one heck of a comeback.
Jones in motion.
Eli hands it off to Isaac Pickens. Pickens looking, he's getting shoved up the field, and he'll gain around 3 or 4 yards on that one. Worth noted, I don't know if we could see that from the camera angle we were given, but he gave Kerry Lambert, our high school principal, a high five after that run. So
I didn't see it.
Always fun to see them giving some love to our administrators.
One of our administrators is the head coach. So
if they win tonight's game, I'm sure he'll be getting plenty of love.
And our other administrators just sitting watching the student section in front of us.
All 3 backs in the game now, as it's Jones in motion. And this time it's handing off to Moats. Moats makes a few miss. He's getting pushed in head, and he'll be down around the 5-yard line, awaiting the spot of the ball.
It'll set up 3rd down and short, so 3rd and 1.
And don't be surprised here if they go right back to Isaac Pickens.
You could get Pickens with power up the center. You could get quarterback keeper. You could get Moats on the outside. Really, we're just a 3-headed monster out there, kind of like Elkins the other night.
And it will go to Isaac Pickens, which is what most of us would have predicted. And waiting the spot of the ball, not sure if he got it or not. I imagine they go for it here, but don't know yet. And the clock is officially under 2 minutes to go here in tonight's contest.
We're going to get a timeout from East Fairmont.
East Fairmont there, keeping the clock from winding down too much more, as there's now 1 minute and 29 seconds left to go in tonight's ball game. With your score, Minutemen 21, Bees 7.
There's a little bit of a view of the color guard and student section.
inside their own 10-yard line with just under a minute and a half left to go in the fourth quarter.
Either way, first down or not, you're giving East Fairmont the ball deep.
And it's a quarterback keeper, and Eli Jones pushing the pile, and he's got a touchdown. He'll take it all the way from the 5. Good push there by Isaac Pickens behind the back. Good blocking by the linemen, and that'll put the Minutemen ahead 27-7. A 20-point gap now separating the two teams as Aiden Oldacre comes back onto the field for the extra point attempt. And with that extra point being good, your score is now Minutemen 28, East Fairmont Bees 7. 21 points separating the two teams, 3 touchdowns is the difference. And Minutemen are having a lot of cheers on the sidelines. Our student section definitely loving tonight's game a little bit more than last week. Great performance though so far by the Minutemen. I do think it is worth noting, Caden, one of their keys to win tonight for the Minutemen on the defensive side of the ball was to keep the play in front of us. And they've really limited East Fairmont breakout plays so far tonight. So good job from the defense, really doing what they were told to do. You know, execution is the key to victory. And they've been able to done that on the defensive side of the ball and as well as the offensive side of the ball, as they are now up 28-7 over East Fairmont.
Aiden Oldacre to kick this one off for the Minutemen.
Another roller, and this one will be fielded good. And he'll be down around the 42-yard line. Decent field position here to start the drive for these Fairmont Bees.
East Fairmont will take possession with 1:20 left here in this fourth quarter.
And they're looking to pass. They're looking for Murphy. Murphy catches it, but Minutemen quick to the play, as I believe that is Aiden Oldacre who will jump on him and wrap him up for no yards after catch.
It's a good throw there for the quarterback. He got it out of his hands before the pressure got to him. Anyways, hands off, up the center, good enough for the first down. It'll roughly be down at the 45 in Lewis County territory. Hi, guys.
There's 35 seconds left to go, and another pass. This one will be incomplete, and that'll stop the clock at 29 seconds left in tonight's contest. Don't mind our clock at the bottom of the screen. We are ahead by a little. And we are on screen, Caden. That's
yeah.
Cool. How is that happening? Oh, this one's putting the camera on us. That's how that's happening. Our field camera has been pointed back towards us, and that's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he'll go down about a yard shy of the yards mark to gain. It's been a long day, hasn't it, Caden?
It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I'm glad it's the weekend. Just to, get busy again next week. Preparation for homecoming will be getting underway next week. It'll definitely be a fun few weeks here at Lewis County High School as the buzzer will go off.
This will be the final play. They're looking deep for the end zone, and that pass broken up by Garamote. Your final, Minutemen 28, East Fairmont Bees 27. Great all-around game for the Minutemen. They'll pick up their first win of the season going into the bye week, right before homecoming week. And if you're the coaches, you couldn't be more ecstatic. That is how they wanted to play today. This is what they've been trying to get done all season long. Finally on display here in front of the home crowd. Only the second home game of the season. And, yeah, what are your thoughts real quick before we say goodbye?
I think Lewis County found the momentum they've been looking for over the summer, heading into the fall. This has been a motivational booster for them, I'm positively sure. What a wonderful game by the Lewis County Minutemen tonight.
I agree.
I will steal the lines of Tony Caridi here a little bit. It's a great night to be a Lewis County Minuteman wherever you may be. If you're anywhere from Weston to Horner Street, I said that all wrong, but from Jane Lou to Wildcat.
From Jane Lou to Pickle Street, Horner to Wildcat, let's bring on the Minutemen. Either way, as we get ready to finish the season's game, let's give a special shout out to the 12th man on the field, the cheerleaders led by Darren Bragg. They were doing all sorts of tricks and stunts to keep both the crowd and the student section into it. The JROTC color guard with the presentation of tonight's flags, and the fans for attending this evening's game. That was very awesome. They have a pretty big crowd, is awesome. But last but certainly not least, the LCN production crew. We had Grady Helmick running your animations, capturing replays, switching between cameras all night long. Logan Daniels, who helped set up tonight and got some of our cameras ready.
Brody Skinner,
who's done about the same, a little bit of everything we've ever asked him to. He provided the stats for tonight, which neither team had put on Max Prep, so that was not fun. Brody Skinner was also working the top camera tonight for us. A big shout out to Leslie White, our amazing advisor, who was working the floor camera and got us on Shintel Channel 3, I believe.
I'm not sure about that one.
No, I think we failed on that one, but hopefully that's something we can do in the future. But for now, I'm Zane Stewart.
And I'm Caden Smith. And if you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, be sure to join us during homecoming week for when we take on the Lincoln Cougars. And we'll see if we can defend the home grounds.